Miss Jolette, the defendant is your sister, and let me see if generally I understand what your lawsuit is about. You were originally living where? In Hanford, California, and is that where you had your salon? Yes, and you had a beauty salon for how long? Over 8 years, almost 9, and then you decided you didn't like California anymore, for whatever reason. You decided to move to where? To Las Vegas. And what were you going to do in Las Vegas? I wanted to do hair like for the Frankie Marino. Did you have a job when you moved to Las Vegas? No, Your Honor. Did you have anything when you moved to Las Vegas? I had some money. You had some money that you had saved? Yes. Did you have friends there? Yes, Your Honor, a stepmom. Well, you had a way of living. I did, until you could build yourself up again. Actually, I had a place for the rest of my life. Great. And in what month and year did you move from California to Las Vegas? February the 3 of what year? 2013. And when you left California, did you have a lease on your salon? I did. Well, it changed from month to month because they stopped doing leases. And did you have anyone in February of 2013 that opened your store every day? Yes, I want that person's name. Celia. Celia, what? Celia, actually, it was Shannon and Celia. It was two ladies. I did a workup program to help people get back to work. Okay, this is what your case is about. You claim in your complaint that when you left to go to Las Vegas because you wanted to do hair there, you sold your sister your business for thousands and thousands of dollars, and she didn't pay you for the business, and she subsequently skipped out on a lease, and you want from her $5,000 of the 12 that you say you were supposed to get from her. Yes, Your Honor. Your sister says there's no way I agreed to give her $12,000. If the business was worth $12,000, she would have stayed in it and not left to people who, according to you, you were trying to get back on their feet by letting them open your shop. And she has a counterclaim, which is probably equally as nonsensical as your claim, because she says that she paid your back rent to the landlord because when you were still there, you hadn't paid rent in a long time, and in order for her to stay in this business that she agreed to take over for you, she had to make up the rent that you hadn't paid the landlord, and that rent was $1,700. Is that what your counterclaim is? Yes, it is, Your Honor. Great. So first I want you to show me the $1,700 you paid to the landlord. Okay, it's in the lease. When they leased me this property, $1,700 had to be just a second. I can read. Paid. Here it is. Sir, do you ever see a lease that looks like this for a commercial premises? Not really. No, maybe they did this in some law school that I don't know in California. Well, actually, he was a lawyer and he died. So is this case dying? You got me. You have your canceled check for $1,700. No, I don't. That would be either a yes or a no. Do you have your check for the $1,700? The answer is no. That might help me a lot. Made out to ABC, really. Okay, the reason why I don't have a canceled check is because someone paid the $1,700 for me and I have to pay them back, really. I didn't intend on walking into the salon and taking it over. Do you have that person here with you? No, I don't. Did you think today? I know you were all dressed up for evening, but you knew you were coming to court today, right? Yes, I did. All right, let me tell you. I'm going to dismiss her case, and I'm going to dismiss your case without prejudice contingent on the following. You can come back tomorrow. What was the name of your salon? Hair Flows. You bring me your tax returns for the years 2011, 12, and 13 from Hair Flows. And we'll talk about your thriving business. Goodbye.